Today's Money Monday is a timely one for Jobs Week here on PTL. We're talking about smart money moves to make if you've lost your job during the pandemic, or maybe you're worried about becoming unemployed. Hefren-Tillotson Senior VP Jayme Meredith is here with some help. And thank you for joining us, Jayme.
Well, good morning. Good to talk to you again.
Always good to talk to you. And you know, the unemployment numbers right now are truly staggering. It's almost like the Great Depression. There's a lot of people losing their jobs.
There are the official numbers about 20 million unemployed, but if you kind of connect some dots, that number could be as high as 40 million, and that's a lot of people unemployed. And it really puts a lot of folks in a pinch. You've got the virus going on. There's a lot of worry about your health, and then throw unemployment on top of that. And a lot of people are really feeling it right now.
And what should you do? Like, for instance, let's say your company cuts your hours or maybe reduces benefits. We're hearing like some companies eliminating the 401k match. What should you do in that circumstance?
Well, the best thing to do is start to prepare. Look at basic things like your expenses. Cut as many expenses as you possibly can. Now is the time, if you are expecting the worst, if you're expecting your company to get a little worse, and maybe you may get unemployed. Some of the things you could do is, if you're a homeowner, we now have lifetime low interest rates. A 30-year mortgage is hovering around 3%. It actually dipped a little below that a few weeks ago. While you have a paycheck, now's the time to do that. You may be able to save significantly, not only on your monthly payment, but if you have equity in your home, you may be able to pull out a little bit more as a bridge loan. You can look to a home equity line of credit. A lot of banks are pulling back from offering those, and it's much easier to line up that credit while you have a paycheck. Once that paycheck ends, banks' hands may be tied, and they may not be able to make those moves for you. But the most important thing is start preparing. Look at your expenses. Look at things like your cable bill. Do you really need to pay $200, $300 a month when online movie streaming services are about $15, and really books from the library, once they open, are a lot cheaper than that?
And what about people who currently have jobs, but what if you think maybe I might be let go, or maybe my company may not even survive this? I mean, they can be taking those steps that you just mentioned, but what else?
Well, some of the things you need to do is prepare for, again, the worst. If you do get laid off, you need to look at some important things like healthcare. What's going to happen with your healthcare coverage if your company goes out of business? You may be able to get COBRA for a while that extends those benefits for a few weeks, maybe months, but you need to start looking at Plan B, what's going to happen when they run out. Other things that people may not think about is basic benefits like life insurance. If you are a parent and you have young children in the house, that life insurance is really, really important. Once you leave your company, whether it's on your own or if you're furloughed or laid off, that insurance coverage may end. You may want to talk to your benefits person now to see if any of those benefits can come with you. Can you buy out that life insurance policy? What does COBRA look like? Start making those phone calls now. That's going to be a whole lot easier than after the fact.
And what should you do? I mean, it's sort of staggering if someone loses their job, you know, whether they're furloughed or permanently let go. You're in a situation where you're not sure what to do next. What should you do first? What's the first step you should do?
Well, right now, the first thing to do is, if you are furloughed or laid off, is start to apply for benefits. With near 40 million people applying for unemployment benefits over the last few weeks, the services really have been just overwhelmed and bogged down. It's really important to be persistent and consistent. Call that phone number, wait on hold, call back if you get dropped. Line up those benefits now. You can start looking for potentially other employment. You can look for things, part-time work. One of the big hot jobs right now is something called contact testing, where if somebody gets infected, there's a lot of folks that will reach out and try to track down that infection, talk to all the people that you've been working or you've been around to try to get a handle on the virus. Governments across the country are looking to hire people in the tens of thousands, maybe even 100,000 people to do these contact testing. There's a lot of services online. You can take a free class, and again, governments are desperate to hire folks that can do these services.
Yeah, contact tracing. Now, when should you ever consider tapping into your 401k? Is that a good idea as a last resort?
It's very, very tempting. The CARES Act that was passed in March really opens up more opportunity for folks to draw from their 401k. You can take up to $100,000 loan. That's double the old amount. It used to be up to $50,000. You have much more flexible payback periods. You can take an actual withdrawal from your 401k. You still have to pay taxes potentially, but you can avoid the early penalty. Now, that should be someone's absolute last step. If you're really, really desperate, I might even say for folks that have put a lifetime of savings to build up their nest egg, maybe even put things on credit cards temporarily before you destroy that nest egg. For a lot of folks, if you pull out $100,000 from your 401k, it's going to be extremely challenging for you to build that back. It may be impossible if you consider a lifetime of savings, employee matches, earnings, and things like that. So look to the loan first if your employer offers it. Absolute last thing, if it's between withdrawing from your 401k and losing your house, certainly withdraw from your 401k, but look at all of the other options before you break into your nest egg.
It's a tough time for a lot of people, and we really appreciate your advice, Jayme. Thank you for joining us.
Well, great to talk to you.
Senior Vice President at Hefren-Tillotson, Jayme Meredith, and we thank Hefren-Tillotson for sponsoring our Money Monday segments right here on PTL.